Hi. Woo. All right. Hey, listen, it was an awesome season. It was really neat that we're here just a few months after we sat in the living room in there, and I told you guys that I didn't know if I had the energy for high school season. Wanted to see what you guys were like. And, you know, I laid it out. I said, you know, I'm good if you guys want to focus on YCC because we're short, we don't have many people, and you guys as a group said, hey, we want to make it high school nationals. And you did. So, really successful season there. Just a blast to be able to be invited to that tournament. Is an honor. To go and play competitively against some really good teams and see some really, really good ultimate. So, and I think you guys we had a lot of fun too. So, anyway, so I'm going to go through and talk briefly about each of the seniors, and then we have a little recognition for you. So, first, John Blair. I've never gotten real good at calling you Swan because I was introduced to you as John. So I'll try to get better. But yeah, just it's been so much fun to see you develop as a player and then go on to now, you know, dipping your toes into the club world and everything, and just I really hope you keep going with the sport. I mean, I like your passion. I love your passion for it, you know. There's just like Caden and I, and you and I, we're going to battle. We always have ideas that differ. And anytime we're in a relationship with someone, whether it's coach player or in a marriage or whatever, you're never going to see eye to eye with the other person in a relationship all the time. It doesn't happen. And so how you work through those things is really important. That's part of the learning process. So I appreciate you bringing that intensity and everything, and just yeah, really proud of how you played this year. So come on up. We've got a couple things here for you. Got a nice picture of the seniors, all looking nice and clean, and then we have the invitation to high school nationals, and this for you.
That's awesome.
So, great job. All right. Next, Lula Dutil. Well, let's just come to practice to stay in shape for cross country.
That's how it started.
That's how it started. August was playing, and she said she wanted nothing to do with it. Wasn't want. So I was like, hey, just go, try to stay in shape. It'll keep you in shape. You never need to play in a tournament. So, what's that? Yeah, it was a little stipulation, just a little bit. So anyway, yeah, hey, you're a great athlete. It's been really neat to start out in the basement out in Nicholasville, throwing 100 throws a day to see where you're at now. So really proud of you, and good luck with the rest of your ultimate world. So. All right. Jake Montgomery. Wow, I remember you just when I first came out to CPI with August, and there's this big kid running around, could pull halfway down the field, or 3/4 of the way down the field, and then he had this little brother. He had this little brother. I'm like, oh, that kid there. Oh, wow, it's been neat to see you really just develop as a young man. To see a lot of you guys go as just kids into developing into young men, and just dominating out there on the field. And yeah, I'm always after you to ramp up that intensity, and that's going to happen again in a couple weeks, where it's so neat that you can respond like that, because you're out on the field and you're just doing it, but then I'll say something and all of a sudden there's Jake comes out of this little bit of a shell, and he's just like crazy. So yeah, we just need that a little bit more in a couple weeks. So but no, it's been a lot of fun, and good luck with club and whatever Ultimate has in your future, coaching or whatever. I think it'd be real good. So all right, thank you, Jake. fit the whole name in there. And we do have Sharpies. And so if you guys want to sign the back of the disc and everything towards after this, we'll find Sharpies and all. Alright, let's see. Alphabetically backwards, Chase is next, but he's not here. Which is very interesting because when we had the meeting back in February or March, Chase wasn't here either. And Elena and I were talking about that earlier, that we had 7 at that meeting. We have 7 here now. So Charles is next. Charles, finished off your high school season, going to high school nationals, and gosh, it was awesome. I mean, leading the team out there as a captain is really special. You're stat leader this year on the team, and just really proud of how you played, your discipline out there, and just the leadership that you showed. Very proud of you. We're going to miss you. But I'm looking forward to hearing how you keep Ultimate involved in your life. I think it'll be good for you. Who knows? You know, there'll be opportunities down the road, and I know you got a lot of exciting things planned for your future, but hopefully you'll find some time in there to pick up at least some pickup or maybe some club here or there. So, but just be careful with the hand. All right, and listen, there's certain times to go crazy and lay out, and then there's other times you don't have to. So, I know it's hard. Charles lacks a dial. It's either on or off. There's no in between, and his on is like complete revs, 100%. So, I really appreciate that, all the hard work on the field and off the field. So, thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Charles, your
you're
name
gonna get
is
2
spelled
of
wrong.
them.
So we're redoing yours.
Cool.
Just a heads up. It's spelled
Sounds
incorrect.
good.
Okay.
No, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
I'll change my name. We're good.
What's that you're doing?
Thank you.
Look at how it's spelled.
It's Charles.
Really?
Charles.
It was not intentional.
I'll just like cross out the Sharpie.
No, we're making a new one. We're making a new one.
All right. Down. We got one more C. Caden. All right, Caden. I first saw you as a baseball player out on that park off of Leestown Road. Is that Meadowbrook Park? Meadowbrook Park? Meadow Thor Park. First met you there at a pop practice. August went out there or something, so I'm like, okay, I'll go out there. And here's this, I mean, when we talk about little kids, here's this little kid who could throw nearly a full field flick. And we're like, what's up with that kid? We need to get him to play. Oh, he's a big baseball player, and he's really good at baseball. He's probably not going to play Ultimate and everything. So anyway, it was neat that you stayed involved with Pop. You've been a huge asset to the team. I know I've been a challenge to be your coach. I know you've been a challenge to me as a player, but just like I said, and I've told you this numerous times, I think it's been good for both of us because we have to learn how to work through that, and the fact that ultimately, as everybody, we want the same goal. And we are almost equally competitive. I'm only slightly more competitive than you are, and don't argue with me about that, okay? So, we're both there. We're so competitive that it's just frustrating at times because you see the path to the success here, I see it here. It's just a difference of opinion. So, but no, it's been awesome having you on the team. There's the memory that I am left with. I know it's plus, it's not high, but that hammer you threw last year in the semifinals was awesome. I mean, that was just great over to Chase. Yeah, from all the handler play that entire weekend, it was the only handler play I remember. Oh, Carter's here. So, all right, thank you very much, Caden. All right, we are on to the B's. We only have one, Brian. Brian Blair. with or regular? You do me a favor.
Yeah,
See, I was just continuing the sentence.
sure.
Regular, will you do me a favor? No. Keep track of me at Nationals in a couple of weeks. All right, Brian. Wow. It's been a long journey. It's been neat to see you grow up as a young man. The confidence, the difference in how you play Ultimate now from where you started is probably more drastic than anybody else here. It just to see how you work so hard is, I don't think there's anybody else here that's worked harder than you at trying to perfect throws and all of that stuff. I mean, it's just an inspiration to me to see a young man that is willing to try to put in the time and dedication, at times not getting the playing time you want, but never giving up, always showing up every day with an awesome attitude and fight hard and just really, I mean, your game's come so far, you know, and to where it's, I mean, I'm excited for the next couple weeks, and I thought you played really great at Nationals, and just, yeah, so congratulations, thank you very much, Brian. Yep. Okay. Last but not least, Miss Elena. So I met Elena when she was about in 3rd grade, probably. What grade? 2nd grade. Yeah. 2nd grade, I met Elena, and honestly, I do not even recall when you started playing Ultimate. I mean, I can't even. Yeah. And Elena came out and similar to Brian, just worked hard, just throwing. And now, I mean, truly one of the better throwers on the team. I mean, most consistent, just great throws, and I'm real excited about what you're going to be able to contribute in the next couple weeks. We're excited to have you back. Going to have you out for practice in a little bit here. But no, super pleased with just how you played this last year. I know you had so many other things going on. There's a lot of times you couldn't make practice or tournament or things like that, but it was awesome to have you. And you know, for the girls, to be able to stick it out, like for Elena, to be playing this in tie, okay, which when we compete, we have to compete in the men's division, and yet she's there putting in the time and work and effort, knowing that there's many games when it's not realistic for me to put her onto the field. It's very difficult to do that in certain situations. And yet, always, I mean, just the support on the sideline, it was always my goal to try to get the stat thing away from you and Sam, because other people can do it, okay? Sam, did you have to take stats at all at practice yesterday? Isn't that awesome? Right? So the whole practice, Sam did not take stats once, and yet we had Joe Wilkie taking stats, we had, in Bourbon Bash, we had all of the other players working to take stats, but the work you did for us just in stats, never mind the play on the field and everything, just really, really proud of you. So thank you very much. Huh? Yes. Yes. And you're going to score at Nationals again. In the finals. Maybe for the win this time. It might have been. Her score might have been for the win. It wasn't? Okay. Who scored the winning point? Did we ever figure that out? Emma? What point was it? The 5th point? What was the final score? 12-2. 12-2, so the 3rd point? I don't know. All right. See? You got it. Last thing I'd like to say then, I want to thank the parents. All you guys don't get to practice, you don't get to tournaments, you don't do all that without support from the parents. That's just, make sure you thank your parents, okay? That's really big. Thank you to Izzy and Lynette. The hours that they put in that I couldn't, this season didn't happen without them guys, you know that, right? I mean, we sat in that living room and I told you it wasn't going to happen, I couldn't do it. Okay? You guys did it on the field, they did it behind the scenes, so thank you guys very much. Okay?
We're going in.
She had your moral support. So. Anything?